this whole origin of Valentine's Day. Alright? So we'll get into this lesson. First up, I'm going to open up with this video, then I'm going to get into the lesson. So like, 1 second.
For all its popularity, history doesn't give us any guarantees as to the origins of Valentine's Day. But we do know it contains vestiges of the early Christian church in ancient Rome. The association between mid-February...
You see that ancient Rome? And they go to show you if you got eyes and ears to see when the revised Roman Empire, if you can comprehend that. Let's get back into this.
...in romance goes back to a pagan festival known as Lupercalia, likely honoring either Lupa, the she-wolf of Rome, who suckled Romulus and Remus, or Faunus, their god of fertility. The festivities...
Alright, so like that's why this day is based on sexual lewd acts and all that, man. There's a lot of madness that's going to happen today. You know what I'm saying? And most of our people are enchanted by the so-called white man traditions, customs, and his celebrations. So let's finish this video, then I'm going to get into this lesson.
Began with an animal sacrifice. Then the ritualistic slapping of young women with strips of the animal's skin and blood to bestow fertility for the coming year. In the 5th century, perhaps in an effort to Christianize the pagan festival, Pope Gelasius declared February 14th as St. Valentine's Day. As for the real St. Valentine, there were reportedly several canonized by the Church. Legend has it that one St. Valentine, a defiant Roman priest, lived during the 3rd century AD.
Alright, you see what it is. It's based on, you know what I'm saying, madness. This day right here. But most of our people are going to sit up here and celebrate this. And I'm going to get into this lesson. But we got to come out of, like right now, man, we got to stop celebrating things out of ignorance. You know what I'm saying? Each day go by, you know what I'm saying, I'm seeing more and more how we are separating from the world. Alright? And a few points I want to point out too is you know how people come with these excuses. They'll say, well, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day for that particular reason. I do it because I love my significant other, whatever. But that's what you're doing, is making excuses, man. All right? And that's something our people have mastered, to make excuses for why they do certain things. All right? And they think Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah is going to be pacified by those excuses. And that's just not going to work. It's going to lead to judgment. And judgment don't just happen when America is, you know, destroyed. You have judgment that happen every day. So you don't want to get yourself caught up, man. All right? And you know, you can't change what things mean and repurpose them to what you want them to mean. It don't feel like that. It don't work like that. All right? Most of our people just trying to be a part of the world. They want to be a part of, part of society. All right? And these are so-called white man traditions and celebrations. This is Esau world. So let's get into this lesson. All right? And you see right here, this is how an actual heart looks that's inside of your body. All right? It don't look like this. All right? And I'm going to get into the origin where this comes from. But this is the buttocks. All right? And it's satanic, you know. And you celebrate this, it's a satanic day. All right, so let's get into this article. Then we're going to hit some few scripts. Then I'm going to close it out. All right, so now give me 1 second. All right. It says, get into the bottom of Valentine's Day. Let's get to the point on this, man, because they like to ramble a lot. It says a professor of psychology who studied the symbolism, origin, and history of Valentine's Day said the tradition, double lube heart symbol on candy and cards inspired by the shape of a female buttocks. You hear this? That's where you get this from. Close this out. This is a female buttocks. All right, and it's perverted, man. All right, let's get back into this. All right. Let's read that again so you can get it. Cards and inspired by the shape of the female buttocks as they appeared from behind, according to Discovery News. Yeah, so that's where they get this stuff from, man. Let's read right here. It says the ancient Romans and Greeks, which we know Romans are Edomites, but the original inhabitants of Rome were so-called black men, right? And then the Edomites came and overthrew them, right? As they did in Greece. Same concept. But these modern-day Romans and Greeks are Edomites. The ancient Romans and Greeks, Edomites, may have started the link between the heart symbol and the female anatomy I said Pranzaro said the Greeks associated the beauty with the female behind curves. He said, it says the Greek goddess of beauty, Aphrodite, was beautiful all over, but was unique in that her buttocks were especially beautiful. All right, and you see so on and so forth, man. This is madness. All right, but our people are caught up in these traditions, man. The traditions of men, right? They come from the so-called white man. Then they'll say, "Oh, I ain't with the white man. I ain't with this. I ain't with that." But you're doing this celebration, so you in the same spirit. You in that American spirit. You're gonna have a lot of people, a lot of women gonna feel like there's a lot of enchantments going on. They're gonna feel like because a man to get them a goddamn Valentine's Day gift, that they're gonna be all depressed and sad. See, this place is full of so many different enchantments, so many spells and witchcraft. This is 1 Corinthians 2 and 12. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, so we don't have the spirit of the world. If you're really in the truth when you're waking up, you're not gonna celebrate this day and any other of these celebrations in this place, America, like Babylon the Great. You're supposed to be separate from this place. All right. That's why That's why we're the holy people. Holy means one of the words that go back to holy is being separated, set apart. Let's get back into this. That we have received not the spirit of the world, all right, but the spirit which is Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So that's why we follow the ways of the Lord. The hell with this place here, man. This place is finished anyway. That we might know the things that are freely given to us from of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So this is precious truth, all right. And we see most of our people, they're oblivious, man. And there's no excuse because our people, they can pick the phone up and do Uber Eats. They can pick the phone up and use GPS. See, our people pick and choose what they want to do. So there's no reason why you're not picking the phone up, researching certain things and where they come from. All right, it was a time that we couldn't do this, man. You had to go to the library, or you had to go really spend a lot of time and effort to find the truth. You know what I'm saying? But now it's at the access of your fingertip, man. So our people full of it, man. Overall, let's get back into this. So I want to go to this 1 Corinthians 2 and 12 commentary. A lot of these commentaries be going on, but this is a pretty good one. All right. And this says 1 Corinthians 2 and 12 that we have received not the spirit of the world, meaning either Satan, the God of the world, which that's going off. Satan is on the left-hand side of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. The God of this world is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He's been influenced by the spiritual demon Satan, but the so-called white man is his physical counterpart on this earth. All right, not Satan per se. This is the so-called white man, the Edomites. So he's the God of this world. This is his kingdom. This is age of rulership. All right. So he has influence to make people drunken with his philosophies. One of these philosophies is celebrating goddamn Valentine's Day, man. All right. Let's get back into it. The God of this world, the spirit that is in it and rules over it, or the sinful cardinal disposition of the men of the world, which is a spirit of covetousness, uncleanness, pride, malice, and error. All right. That's why people really don't know that they got the spirit of error on them. All right. That's why they be continuously going off in the scriptures. They don't understand. The spirit of error is deep sleepers on there, man. And they'll get caught up in this shit and say they God-fearing. All right? So lock you. Or rather, the cardinal wisdom of the world, which is come into to worldly men. So we don't walk after the flesh. We walk after the spirit. And we do go off time to time, but we're not practicing sin, man. All right? Let's get back into this. Lies in the knowledge of the worldly things and is pursued and exercised for worldly advantages. Yeah, so we don't at the end of the day, we're not going to celebrate no Valentine's Day, none of these holidays, all right? Because this is a pagan source. It's really, it gets more deeper than that, but it's like they was doing orgies, all kind of sexual perversion on this particular day, right? So if you're partaking in that, even though you might say, I don't celebrate for that reason, but you still celebrating it for that reason, all right? You can't live in this ignorant mindset, man. All right, this Proverbs, let's hit this. All right, let's hit this next scripture. We to remain holy. Holy people. That's what makes us, you know what I'm saying, set apart. Being holy. Holy means set apart. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. But thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Yahweh thy power have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, right? Above all people that are on the face of the earth. So we're above all nations, but our people marching for equality. Go to show you they bugged out. They're out of their mind, all right? But the key to this scripture, the point I wanted to make is, thou art a holy people. The word holy means set apart, all right? So we're not to be a part of the world. This is a worldly tradition rather. Valentine's Day. I gave you the origin of it. You can do more work, more research on it. Go deep into it. All right. Let's hit this last scripture. Then I'm gonna close it out. Proverbs 1:22. All right. This is the condition that our people in overall. Proverbs 1:22. How long will ye simple ones? All right. Will ye love simplicity? So our people simple-minded, man. All right. They act like they're retarded in some cases, man. All right. And the scorners delight, and they're scorning, and fools hate knowledge. So you're a damn fool if you don't love this knowledge. If you're not getting all into the truth. That's why that scripture say, because they had not a love for the truth. A love is a passion for this truth. You're supposed to be getting your daily bread, right? As the Christian church say, all right? This is a daily thing. This is a way of life for us, man. Not just on one day of the week, man, that you've been taught, which that's going on too, all right? Let's get into a better read on that. I want to go to a better read on that. Let's lock it. Right here. The Holman Christian Standard Bible. It said, how long, foolish ones, will you love ignorance? Alright? How long will you mockers enjoy mocking and you fools hate knowledge? Alright? So the Most High is like, how long are you gonna stay in this condition of being oblivious, man? Alright, it's time that our people wake up out of sleep, man. Wake out of this coma, come out that dead state that you in, man. Alright? But if you're in the truth, you should not be celebrating this. If you're waking up to the truth, you should not be celebrating this day. And a lot of women gonna be enchanted by this day, man. The majority of women, they're gonna feel like all kind of spells gonna be on them, man. All kind of spirits, all right? And it's gonna be a heavily satanic day, man. Especially when it get nighttime, all right? But we've been sent here to wake you up and to warn you on these things, because this place Babylon, the Great America, is nothing but a booby trap, man. This whole place is booby trap. Alright? So hopefully this lesson was edifying. Kohala Yahweh. Ba'ashim Yahweh. Ba'ashim. Rahak Shalom.